So it's been a few months since the relaunch of BBC Free as an online service. And this relaunch is kinda shaky. But there's a reason why I'm talking about it. But first, funny story about this relaunch. Here's what happened when the relaunch happened. Yeah, for some reason, the BBC decided, you know what, fuck it, and decided to shut down BBC Free as a television station. Now it has turned to an online service, I would say. But really, why? You shut down most of the output, I would say. Which is kind of ridiculous if you think about it. Because really, you're shutting down a channel that a lot of people are watching. But BBC Free have been doing alright in the online front with some shows that they've been doing. Such as Top 10, which is a top 10 series. One of the most stupidly named shows on BBC Free, the ridiculously named Things You'll Know series, and of course, Unsolved. So now, the two big important questions. Why did the BBC shut down one of their most flagship stations, BBC 3, and turn it into a digital platform? But also, what are the repercussions for the other networks around the world? Especially the public service ones. Well, really, it can go in one of two ways. One, they'll probably don't give a shit. And two, networks can actually copy what BBC Free has done. I mean, in this example, let's take one of my region's broadcasters, well, Australia at least, ABC2. It's been around for a very long time. It's been public service. It's been free to air. No one has really touched this channel. But really, the same sort of thing with BBC Free could happen with ABC2. Yeah, it really could happen. In fact, I think if the ABC keeps getting cuts, it could happen. That's the real problem. So, basically, if this was to happen, then what's going to be on TV screens at that point? I mean, really. With BBC Free, when they shut down, they showed a little bit of a message going, we're still alive online. But with ABC2, what's going to happen? How are they going to let people know? And really, what's going to happen with the transponder? Because, really, we can't be stuck with this sort of message, like a we'll be back at 7 p.m. style message. Really, there's one thing that would happen. They would have to extend one of their partnered networks. That's right. Yeah. They would have to extend ABC Kids to be a 24-hour network or anything else. Really? That's the only thing that could happen if they do turn ABC2 online only. That's the only thing that could maybe done if that happens. Really. For a guy like me who doesn't watch these channels, it would be a real shame if this happened. Oh, and do you want to know the funny story about this? Over on the UK side of things, this has already happened with CBBC. That's right. I am not joking. When BBC Free died online, not really died online, but died in the network sense, CBBC took over the feed. Literally. If you're thinking, well, that's ridiculous, then it is. They actually decided to replace a flagship, one of their a flagship for young people with a kids channel. You've got to be kidding me. But instead of focusing on the bad, let's just focus really on the good. And funny story about BBC Free. Its launch night was actually simulcast on BBC Two, as you can see with this ident. As you can see, that actually happened. That was a real surprise to some just to see BBC Free on BBC Two. But it happened. You couldn't stop it. So, now that BBC Free has gone online only, what's next? What networks are going to go online only? I mean, ABC2 is a big one, I should have said. I mean, they could have went with ABC Free. Like, they could go with ABC Free. ABC News 24 would work, or anything else. But I'm going with ABC2 just because it's similar to BBC Free in ways. Like, it's for younger people and that sort of thing. So that could happen. On the other hand, I don't want to be in a world where I have to deal with ABC2 being replaced by ABC Kids because that channel sucks. Literally, it does. But really, not many people are watching television. And I think that's why they had to do it. As punishment. You really need to keep watching TV in order to watch this stuff. To keep this stuff alive. And seriously, they marketed the hell out of the online switch. In fact, well, before I go, I'm going to show you that in full. Because I think you'll actually love this little promo that the BBC did. Take a look.
Come on, Stevie, let's go. Hi, Chibody G here, CEO of the UK's only dial-up internet cafe. Dial up to get down. Dial up to get down. People come up to me and say, Chibody, you're a cyber entrepreneur. BBC Three moving to the interwebs? How's that gonna work? I'll tell them, look, mate, I'm a busy man. I got money to make, hearts to break. I made this lovely little video, yeah? It'll tell you what's what. Soundtrack done by me, DJ Vinyl Destination 56K.
BBC Three is no longer a TV channel.
It's moving to the interwebs.
But don't worry, we're going to be here for a while longer to help you get used to the move. As a channel, we're changing. We're pushing boundaries to make new programs that make you think and laugh.
That's what I mean. First thing you do, yeah, always goes for the neck, yeah? So what I normally do is a little kidney shot, yeah? Let him rock back, straight to the throat, straight to the throat. Bang, 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 bang. Elbow to the temple.
So where can you watch the new BBC Three? Well, there's a new BBC Three site which is home to everything BBC Three. From your favourite long shows to short stuff you can watch on the bus. Then there's the Daily Drop, serving up our take on what's funny, intelligent and important each day, every day.
Hello. Baby, look, I told you I'm damaged goods, so it's no good, okay?
We're also sharing stuff on our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. If you've got a smart TV or your TV is connected to the internet through a set-top box or a games console, you can carry on watching BBC Three programmes on your TV through BBC iPlayer.
Double bag.
And if you don't have any of those, you can use the iPlayer app on your phone, laptop or tablet. Oh, and one last thing. We're still airing our longest shows on BBC One and 2, so keep an eye out for those on telly.
Shimoni, this t-shirt is rubbish, right? I can't believe
No, Josh, mate, I said no refunds. Okay, just call me later.
Head over to bbc.co.uk/bbc3/help to find out for yourself and for more information.
So come down to the Cyber Palace, open 24/7, so you can BBC Three all night long, baby. Hit the light, tiger face. Let's disco. body G's in it. Interweb is the game.
So, networks, I have a very clear warning. If you do what BBC has done and turning one of your networks into an online-only service, that will be a big problem for you. Unless you can do it like the WWE Network and have on-demand programming and a live streaming feed, it won't work. I'm sorry. You would literally lose viewers in the thousands. And I know this. I think there's a lot of people who are confused about the relaunch of BBC Free, meaning they're confused, they can't find it, you lost viewers. You don't want to do this. Networks, if you copy what BBC Free has done, you fail. Otherwise, good on ya. Now back to other matters.
I'm like a time bomb ticking in your head.